Alright guys, welcome back to Gaming Reapers vlogs for Xwing. I made something very basic, something simple, just to kind of give you guys kind of an idea. And I want to talk about two things in this video. I want to first talk about some cool little tricks that you can use your one maneuver for, what you got here, and how one trick is good with these, your straight pieces, but if you use it with these, you'll realize it, but you're cheating. I didn't realize this for a long time. It wasn't until one day that me and my good buddy Tom, we were just talking about it, and all of a sudden we realized, wow, we're actually cheating. And we'll get to that in a minute. So what I want to show you is a cool trick is, there are going to be times, especially if they're the same pilot skill, they move at the same time, where you will have a ship in your way. Or let's say example, this one's easy for y'all to see. Alright, let's say that I have to move this back guy before I can move this front guy. Just in theory. Well, he's kind of right in the way, and I'm doing my straight three. I know I'm going to clear it, but I can't get the template to lay down in a way where he'll be out of my way. Here's where the cool trick is. This is why I love the one strength. Not because it's a short move, but it's the same length and dimensions as your base. I'm not holding it up good for you, but it's the same length. It's the same dimensions. So the cool trick is, we're going to stick it right here. We're going to temporarily move this guy back so we know it's on his side. We'll go ahead, move this piece. Move right back. And I've cleared my maneuver. And then, of course, I would follow up with my actions and stuff. So, that's a cool trick. And you can use it pretty much just to get a ship out of the way. You can use it also if you want to just put it in the pegs. So say I was flying up this way and he was in my way, I could put it in his back peg. As long as I remember where that is, I'll be able to do my maneuvers by the end of it. Just like that. Alright, now here, let's get to the good part. This part, and I've actually gotten into some debates at tournaments with this because people do this trick and they don't realize they're cheating. And the reason you can do it with the straight maneuvers. Well, actually, let's roll back a little bit. I didn't show you another cool trick. Let's say I'm flying like this. So I'm not exactly behind them. So one cool trick you can do is, and you just got to make sure you're accurate with it, especially if you're in a tournament, so you can't say you're cheating. Because we're not cheaters here. At least most of us. Alright, so let's say I'm doing a straight three, but I don't want to do the whole thing where I pick this ship up. So what I'm going to do is, because on your ships, there's little pegs in the front. You can actually line your maneuver up right in that peg and move the ship up, and on the same peg, put it behind. So, just like that. Like an example here, I'm going to take it and fly right by this guy, line it up in the peg, carefully, make sure it's nice and flush, pick him up, and then that back peg on the same side, do it. And there I've cleared my maneuver. Now here's where that can go wrong when you do it with your turns. When you do your turns, you don't realize it, but you're cheating. So let's set up a scenario here. Let's say I know this X-Wing, he is moving this way. I know it. And he thinks I'm probably going to do something like this. Well, I want to try and get right in here so I'm close for a great shot, but I stay out his line of sight. So let's just come up with a good example here. Let's say I was like, let's say I was back here. So he's probably expecting me to go this way, for example. Let's say he thought I was going this way, and he was going to try and get a shot on me. Well, let's go ahead and say there was a ship not in my way. I'm going to move, and of course, I'm right there. Alright. Now, let's say the same example. Ship's right there. Now, I'm going to leave this one here so y'all can see the difference. I'm going to bring the camera closer so y'all can see it. We're going to use that peg trick because I had a ship there in front of me. And he was on my right. Let's say he was on the right of my ship. So, yeah. Alright. So, remember where the ship is. Okay, I'm going to pick the camera for this. So, we knew the ship ended up. Like, camera works with me. Alright, so that's how we ended up. So as you can see, I'm not in his arc. Moving from that same spot, let's see what happens when I do it with the peg. So let's say I came in with my peg. So let's say, alright, yep. Alright, so we're going to take her. And let's say we measured from, okay. So let's say we did it from the peg instead. So there it is. That's the peg. Now, watch what happens here. As I move her, yes, I'm still in line of sight, but look, I almost bumped into him, and then, well, I need a camera guy. I've almost bumped him, so I possibly lost the action and the attack. But let's also say I did it from a different angle. Let's say I did it from here. Let's say I did it from my outside one. That's how much of a difference it's made. So technically, he is catching me in this corner here now, when before he couldn't. Because you've shifted the ship about that much, and you don't realize it. And that's the craziness of it. So you're subconsciously, you don't realize it. You don't realize it, but you're cheating. And when I realized this, I was like, wow, that's such a huge change from just being like from, say, here, and now I'm way over here. In Xwing, it's a game of fine movements, because every movement's going to affect your future movements. So, it puts you off a lot compared to your original. So, I mean, and just for another example, say I did that same trick. So he's moving from here, here. If I do it with the peg, say I did it off this side, where I lay him is where he would end up. It's almost a whole base over compared to going straight. So I've completely jumped my turn, and it's as if I was doing a barrel roll, a really tight barrel roll. So, yeah, just want you guys to kind of take that in, give me your thoughts on it. Try to avoid this. Actually, do avoid this. I would suggest it in the sportsmanship. I know it's a pain, but that's why we use the little trick to put our ships off to the side. I'd rather pick the ship off and be accurate, so it's better for me and my opponent, and in the sense of sportsmanship. So, don't want to feel like I'm ranting on you guys if you've done this. It's just something to keep in mind, because it's just stuff we've noticed. And it's just something good in the back of your head and be like, hey, I just found out this. It's a good thing to remember. So, I'm going to go ahead and end this video log for now. And I will see you guys the next Saturday. So until then, guys, fly casual and game on.